I'm gonna be an astronaut.
Alright, yo, what's up, Ovi? Who got best friend to you today?
Ovi Jozi, worldwide Ovi Jozi.
Alright, so what's up with your name? How did you come about that?
It came by the name, like it was simple, I'm not even gonna lie. Like my first name is Oliver. So like I just took 3 letters out that and put that as Ovi. And the Jozi came from my son. My son name is Josiah, so I just took a part of him and put it with me, just to let people know for me, like that's why like I do everything I do.
So you said it was not hard to pick your stage name, right? Like so I know a lot of people go through a lot of stage names. Did you have anything before that?
Yeah.
What's your name before that?
For a fact, in high school, I mean people call me O, but like before when I tried to make music, I was calling myself Kid Smooths.
Kid Smooths.
Kid Smooths, but.
And you got older, you wasn't feeling that?
Yeah, nah. I mean, I stopped making music. I mean, I wasn't into it like that. I was into sports, like into other stuff. Not really music. I didn't really get into music probably until like say like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Alright, what made you fall in love with music?
Probably what made me fall in love with music. Most I was like I get to be as creative as I want.
Okay.
Like. I can say what I want. Obviously, there's limitations to it, but it's like I can express myself by just like listening to a beat. Like whatever beat comes on, like whatever mood I'm in that matches that beat, then I can like feel however I want for me.
So when you was creating that first song, did you write it or did you go freestyle it? How was that process?
I write all my music.
You wrote all your music?
Like yeah, I don't like to go into the studio and freestyle. Like that's not like what I like to do for me. Like I like to go in there with like prepared work and shit.
What's your vibe when you writing?
My vibe, most likely like I just be chilling really. Like
do you need like? Cause I know some people they like to smoke weed or they like to drink when they like. What's your like? Do you need anything?
What's so crazy is when I'm in the stool, when I'm writing my music, I'm completely sober. Completely sober. Like I don't intake no drugs whenever I'm working because like for me I'm working.
Right.
Like when I perform and all that stuff, yeah, like you know.
Well, you make a lot of party music, so that's kind of surprising because if you listen to some of your songs, it's like, yeah, get lit, turn up, and you talk about drugs, but you completely sober.
Yeah, cause like I'm a vibe.
Vibe, right?
Yeah, I just got a lot of energy. Like whatever I do, I must have a lot of energy. So that's like what I do.
Alright. So what was this first song you put out? How was you digging it? How was people digging it?
First song I put out was Up Now.
Up Now.
For me, it was Up Now with me and my brother Shaq. For me, and like at first I didn't think no one was gonna like really fuck with it because it's like you know what they always say, everyone always want to make music.
Right.
Feel me? But they was really fucking with it, and ever since then, you know, I just been like I've been in and out with music. But I dropped my song All Black last fall, and after that, me and Shaq dropped 2 Girls, and then like at college at the scene, people was really like fucking with the sound. My son Chris Rax,
right?
Like he from Rochester, so like people out here was really fucking with it. And after that, it was just steady ball roll, to be honest.
So talk about your relationship with Shaq. You guys are both part of the same crew called Worldwide, right? Mm-hmm. Talk about how that came about. What made y'all call the crew Worldwide, and what is it? What is it like a label? Is it a rap group? What is it?
Worldwide, like you can say it's a group. People say it's a gang. It's like a label. Like it's honestly like we are aspiring artists to not only be nationwide, we want to be international. For me, like we want to like grasp all the masses. Like we trying to like become bigger than like the local artists. Like we don't want to be local artists no more. We trying to be bigger than that. Like we trying to take over, pretty much. And like we grew up together. For me, like the dreams of music, like came together. Like he really boomed out when he dropped this song All Mine. Like he dropped that song, yo, I ain't gonna lie, the hood was going crazy.
Right.
Like more than just the hood, like it was like people in PK, people like for me in college. Like that song dropped, my boy did his thing. Like for me, he's still doing what he gotta do. Like so we just like combined both of our fan bases and shit, and like just started like booming pretty much.
Where exactly you guys from again?
We from Newburgh, you know.
Talk about life over there, growing up over there.
Well, I mean, it's like, that shit, it gets spooky. But like, obviously, like, if you're not good, and you try to be a hothead, then people gonna put you in your place,
Right.
like any other place. But feel me, like those my guys though. I can't even front.
I seen an article that said Newburgh is like one of the most dangerous cities like New York State. How do you feel about that? You feel like that's true, or is the media pushing a little bit?
Oh, you just gotta come find out. Yeah, just come find out. I mean, everyone got their different opinions, like, feel me? But, like, obviously, it's a struggle everywhere, feel me? But those my people, for real.
That's upstate New York too, right?
I mean, technically, yeah, upstate, but downstate from, like the western part of New York and shit.
Right.
But, like, upstate from New York City.
Right.
Yeah.
So talk about the music scene over there. Like I said, I know you and Shaq rap. Who else is out there popping? How you feel about the scene?
Well, I mean, the one dude who like really like had the biggest platform, his name's Partisan Fontaine.
Yeah, I heard about
definitely him. Definitely got my dogs. MC the Greatest, Amari, Merk, my son Emiliano. I ain't know, there's a lot of people like for me that's making music up there, but those ones like I know like once I started like they was making music and all that shit and coming up, we just been supporting each other ever since. My son Jew, feel me, that man some fly guy for me. So like yeah, those like my dogs who's really like been like doing what they gotta do and shit, feel me. And there's like other artists that that hit me up to like collab and all that kind of shit. So yeah.
How do you feel about this scene? Because I know a lot of times people say, "Oh, we don't get enough support as rappers." You feel like you guys get enough support?
Shit. I feel like. I mean, I don't know. Like, obviously, some people feel like other people are getting more supported than others, but I feel like that's just because like some people just choose to stay in one location and they don't really like go out to like pay for the promos. Pay for like the playlist and all that kind of shit. Like shit can't get handed to you. For me, like you have to go out and actually do the shit. Like you have to go out and communicate, and that's some shit like some people don't do. Like me, I was lucky enough to for me like when I started music, I was in college, so like I had like a different kind of fan base than for me being back at home.
Right.
Like being back at home, you're kind of limited to like people that you know. So for me, when you open up your horizon and shit, and really like touch bases on like other schools and all that kind of shit, you meet more and more people for me. Like, so yeah.
So you said you were able to go out to college and get a whole new fan base, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I talk about like how like I know a lot of times there's always a lot of rappers at college and stuff. How were they able to vibe to when they first heard your songs? Like the whole college is digging it.
I mean, obviously it's like when you come out with some clothes, for me, like no one's just gonna jump on it, right? They're like, oh yeah, that shit is fire. Obviously, like I build relationships for me, just like. I just like, was cool with everybody, and they seen like I had a vision, and they seen like I didn't stop doing what I was doing, and like I feel like that's what made people really like fuck with me.
Right.
Like they seen that I didn't stop, I kept going what I wanted to do, and it's like like
I see you got a couple performances out here too.
Nah, yeah, for me, yeah, like for me, like they support me, like I appreciate that shit. Like they always like whenever there's something going on, they like hit me up to see if I want to perform or like keep me in the loop with a lot of things. So definitely like this school really like the school I go to, Brockport, for me, they really like helped me out like a whole lot.
So talk about what are you studying at Brockport?
Right now, I mean, I'm a comm major. I like focus on like communication and leadership and just like videography, like production and media. So pretty much you just touch all bases on like what I'm gonna do with music and outside of music also.
Alright. What made you choose that major?
Honestly, I came into school, I picked bio, and that shit was trash.
Trash.
I picked psychology, trash. Like for me, like I picked all those kind of things. Like the reason I'm saying it's trash, because that's not something I wanted to do. Like I have a lot of energy. I need to be around culture. I need to be around creativity. I cannot be around shit like that. I can't.
So I know at first, I read something that said you had fell out of college and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So talk about that.
I failed out of college. After my sophomore year, fucking yeah. I mean, I was out all the time. I was like, I don't know. I wasn't really focused for me. Like I was just like partying, doing shit like that. That's really it. So like, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here in front like, oh yeah, for me. Like,
I know sometimes people fell out of college and stopped going. What motivates you to keep going? Like, I could still do it. Because once people fell, it's like, I'm not going back. I don't even care. It's a great thing.
Oh, shit. Probably, I didn't want to be home, my nigga. Like, I did not want to be home. Like
home at like your home city? Or
yeah, my home city. Like, not on, like, the fact, like, I'll run away from there. I don't like being there. Nah, bro. It's like, I know for me, school isn't gonna, for me, get you that job and all that kind of shit. It's just like school helped me meet a whole lot of people.
Connections,
yeah.
Right?
Like if I would have stayed home, for me, I wouldn't have met the certain people for me that I met that helped my music go from like 1 to like 2 and 2 to 3 for me. And like obviously the world don't want a black man to have an education, so right. I ain't gonna let them tell me what I can't get.
Right. So now you're on your way to get your bachelor's degree.
Facts.
Talk about how that feels. Like you're not only a rapper, but you about to be a rapper with a bachelor's degree and everything.
Honestly, the reason like for me I kept going on with it is because like school and everything, like cause my aspiration of an artist, like for me, like certain people would just like fell out of school, like they won't go to school and they would just like make the money and shit. And like kids see that shit for me, like kids won't go to school and all that shit. And like yeah, you can follow your dreams and all that kind of shit, but sometimes kids see it as like the only option if you don't go to school is like making music and doing shit like that. For me,
right.
like nah, like, for me, you can go to school and you can do what you want to do.
Right.
Just like for me, I just want to be like like someone the kids look up to and like yo, for me, like I want to go to school, but I want to do what you do. Like then go to school and do what I do. For me, like
right.
Just do what you.
Talk about being motivation for a kid. I heard you mention earlier that you had a son. Talk about that.
Nah, yeah, I got my baby boy. For me. Like I feel like as soon as he was born, like this is gonna sound cliche, like it really like adjusted my focus on what I want to do. For me, like I would say like, oh, I want to be this big artist, I want to keep dropping music, but I wouldn't really like do it. For me, I'll get sidetracked, and like as soon as he was born, like I don't know, like it made all my goals like more like touchable for me. Like I know like my name came from like my son and all that kind of stuff, but like I had goals like before, like I had like made music and all that kind of stuff. So as soon as he was born, like it just made all my goals like that much more like obtainable and shit.
So you talk about how like how having a son has like helped you like keep working hard and stuff. I know you mentioned like for me, oh, your goals attainable, but like that put like damn, I gotta make it for my son now. Like this is bigger than me.
Nah, yeah, for a fact, like out of everyone in this world for me, like that I can let down. For me, obviously I wouldn't want to let them down, but like there's only like that one person, like which is my son. Like if I let him down, I feel like I failed at everything pretty much. That's like one person I can't let down, like no matter what.
So I know recently you just dropped the visuals to Green Eyes. Talk about the concept to that video. Like that's a lot of videos are just regular now. Yours is like you were behind the green screen. A lot of stuff is going on. Talk about how did you come up with that, or how was that?
Well, my son Eric and Chris Omar, for me, like big shout out to them. Like they was really like, I had a vision for me and they had their vision, and like we just both put like our creative like minds together and came up with that. Like so when he was like green screen, I'm like, oh shit, that's definitely something that would like be wavy, and like it just like correlated with the song. Like it just made the song that much better for me. So like shout out to them.
All right. So let's take it back. So you said you just started making music because it was something like you like being creative. Who are some people that influenced you?
Kanye West, Travis Scott, Kid Cudi, more like Gunna's been inspiring me and shit. So yeah, definitely like yeah. So I would say like just Kanye and Travis Scott, definitely them. Like they really like helped me out with like a lot of shit, like cause I just like connected with their music so much. I felt like I could like like be not like them, but like have like something like of them like in my music.
Alright. So like I know a lot of times people say when they get influenced by certain artists, they oftentimes sound like them. Did you ever have that like a scenario where you start to sound like them? You have to, I gotta find my own swag.
Nah, never. Like people always say like I have my own sound. Like I don't like Like they say, I take from like like Kanye West or Travis Scott, but I don't sound like them. Like I have my own sound. It's just like they can hear some of like the Kanye West, and they can hear like some of like the Travis Scott, and like when they see my Green Eyes videos, they like seeing some T-Pain, like so. It's like so that's like what they seen. So I would say I'm my own man.
Alright. What EP are you working on? Cause I know I seen like a tweet they say you're working on EP. What's you working on?
It's called My Happiest Nightmare. The reason I call it that is because like I don't know, like for me it's like with every bad thing that's happened to me, for me, it was always something good. It was always something positive that like came out of it. So it's like I'm just like, combining all those like dark thoughts and like all those like, for me, bad times, and like showing the light of like all that.
How many songs do you expect to have on it?
On the EP, only 5.
5.
And it's gonna go What It Costs, Yeah Them, Ride, Damn Baby, and Aqua.
Alright, and what's the value you want people to catch from this?
Definitely, it's aside from like, my party kind of like vibes that like I really made. Definitely, it's a lot of bass, a lot of head knocking for me, like dark, melodic, shit like that. So, yeah, so it's like that kind of vibe.
Are you gonna have any features on the tape?
Nah, solo tape.
Solo tape.
Yeah.
What made you wanna go solo tape?
To show people for me like what I've been working on, like who Ovi is. Like this tape is really gonna show like who Ovi is.
So I know also growing up you played football. Talk about football, like playing football, and like some of your best highlights and shit like that.
I mean, like I really enjoyed it like growing up because I was with like people like I grew up with. Definitely like people in my neighborhood and all that kind of shit. So high school was definitely like for me a lot of fun and all that. I went to college to play football. Wasn't really feeling it.
Also, you stopped playing football?
Yeah.
And that's where you probably found like the free time for music and shit like
yeah,
that, right?
It was like free time. Like honestly, as soon as I stopped playing football, I got to find out who I was.
Right. So do you still like watch football or like what's up with that?
Not yet, for a fact. Definitely. I'm definitely always tuned in.
Who's your favorite team?
Cowboys.
Oh, so you probably hyped about that first week win.
Nah, Giants is trash for me, so it's like I ain't really too much.
But y'all look good though.
Nah, yeah, we all good.
How do you feel about the Antonio Brown situation?
Shit. Tough. They said that he raped some girl.
No, like not even that scenarios. I'm talking more like him leaving the Raiders and stuff like that.
I mean, they wasn't off on paper and off like what they were saying. They wasn't treating him right. They like viewed him only as like a piece of meat, bro. Like it was just like, oh, like come play football. Like yo, bro, I'm bigger than football. Like
right.
Like you gotta respect me as a man first. So
do you feel like it had more something to do with him being African American or just?
I mean, he made some like comments that they were like some racial slurs, so it could be. I don't know. That's their business.
I also seen another stats he says hard being an African American father like in this world. Talk about that. What do you mean by that?
Cause like honestly, like black men like in America like it's a lot of pressure. It's a whole lot of pressure. Like when you're in a household, like they view you as like someone that's supposed to bring a lot of money in the house, someone that's supposed to like be like the foundation of the house, which is like some situation that's true. And like when you have a kid, you have to do like so much. So it's like if you like are like if you're doing good or you're doing average, then that's good for you. But like say if you're going through something, like say like you got laid off from your job, then the pressure just increases and like shit. I ain't gonna lie, like I feel like the chances of you like being in the house for that much longer is very slim. Mm-hmm. And like I don't know, it's like your girl, she gonna leave you, bro. Like for me, like, we see it all the time, man. We see it all the time, bro.
So you feel like females be loving these guys for their money type?
Nah, I mean obviously they love them because they love them, but like shit, if you ain't got a bag, you think you're gonna stay with that girl for that much longer?
Nah,
man, come on, bro. Like obviously you don't need a big bag, but like if you ain't got a job and it's been like 3 months and you a man in the house, come on, bro. You're not gonna last long.
Right.
Yeah, not at all.
What type of females you draw interest to?
Whew. I mean, shit, I don't know. Definitely, you know, females that's like, definitely a vibe.
Right.
Definitely a vibe. Definitely gotta, you know, dress good. I don't discriminate. So like, yeah. So if we vibing together, you know, and it's a good, you know, we having a good time, then yeah, we good.
So you said just vibing together and type stuff?
Yeah, definitely a good vibe. Yeah, if we got a good vibe, you know, then you know we're gonna be clicking and like, I don't know, whatever happen.
All right. So what do you want the people to know about you? Like why should they listen to your music?
Pretty much I'm just, you know, just kid from the hood, for me, who got an opportunity to, you know, do better. Like, I'm grateful for my mom. Like, for me, she moved us out the hood for me when I was, like, 13. So, like, just giving me, like, more of, like, I got more chances than a lot of people. So, like, definitely I'm someone who, like, I don't take shit for granted for me. Like, definitely, like, my music comes from the soul. It's, like, authentic, it's organic, real shit for me. Like, I would never be someone who I'm not. And it's definitely a vibe. Like, when you gonna listen to my music, you're gonna have definitely a positive mood, definitely gonna wanna rage, definitely gonna wanna party, definitely gonna, like, express yourself and be you. Like, that's what my music is. Like, for me, be you, and it inspires you to be who you wanna be. And it dead ass, like, you know, has a story behind every single song, whether it can be, like, a song that just it's about partying or it's a song about, like, you know, love. Like, whatever it is, definitely have a story behind it that you can, like, click to.
Right, so like Calm Vibes is a song that you just switched up the whole swag with more singing.
Nah, yeah, for me, but that was like that was a song, like, you know, like before I was like really serious in the music and all that kind of stuff.
Right. How long would you say you start taking the music stuff serious?
I really started taking it serious a year ago. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. Like, definitely a year ago, once like the love from, like, you know, my song All Black and like my feature on Two Girls and like my feature on Hami with my son MC, like once and like Green Eyes dropped earlier this year. I mean, it dropped in March and shit. Like, for me, like, got a lot of views on it. So like as soon as like that kind of stuff started happening, that's when I was like, yo, I feel like I should, like, you know, take the initiative to really like go far with this shit.
I know. I think I seen another stats with you, like a lot of people put their money into like dumb stuff while we should be investing into business. Talk about how you came up with that concept. What made you say that?
For me, I met one of my good friends, bro. One of my good mans for me. His name Proctor. Like, for me, we sat down, had a lot of combos about like the biggest shit that really matters in life for me. And I was just like, I'm like, yo, for me, I'm gonna make all this money with music, buy these nice cars, these chains, nice houses and shit. But like, he really, like, for me, like, we started to have a lot of conversations, and that really, like, gave me, like, different outlook on, like, investing, stocks, real estate, the shit that, like, you know, the shit that, like, matters when it comes to, like, you know,
being
like,
rich
yeah, forever. I want to be rich forever. For me, like, wealthy. Like, for me, I want 100 years into the future, I want my family to be sitting, like, on a great amount of money for me. Like, and like 100 years after that, like, I want that last name that I got to be like something that, like, you know, people's view is like, oh, one of the wealthiest families and shit. That for me, that's like one of my visions and shit. And not cause I love money, nah, bro. It's like life goes easier when you got a lot of money. And right. If someone tells you no, then they're damn lie.
That's a fact. So, what is there anybody you want to work with that you haven't worked with?
Shit. I don't know. I mean, I had a feature with Pacino. That was someone I wanted to have a feature with. So like, I don't know, whoever I meet, really. I don't know. Honestly, like, whoever like comes my way, whoever wanna make a song, I'm not really gonna like reach out for a feature. Like, if you wanna work, then we gonna work.
How can you get in contact with you for a feature?
Definitely, man. Just follow my Instagram, like www.ovi, Ovi Jozi. Hit me up anywhere, bro. Like, for me, like, I got my email on my Instagram. For me, I think my phone number's on it. Nah, I don't know. My phone number ain't on it, but my email's on it.
Right.
And like, definitely just follow my Instagram, be in tuned, and like, yeah, like, I ain't no asshole. For me, I'm gonna reply back.
Right.
And like, for me, like, yeah, we're gonna work, but obviously, like, yeah, I ain't giving out no handouts, but right. Like, yeah, we're gonna work for a fact.
Well, what type of beats do you like from producers?
Definitely with a lot of bass, 808s, like some like dark melodies, definitely like shit like that. Like that's what I like. I like to like be in a zone, like just have it blasting in my ear before I start writing or like before I start freestyling, but like so I can get an idea of the song.
Okay. And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself having another interview. 5 years, I just see myself being bigger than what I am now.
Right.
And like definitely like way bigger than what I am right now. And just like, you know, just like holding it down. Putting my mans on.
Like, is there a certain place you want to perform at? Like, is there like a certain like, is there a certain like goal you say I want to perform at, or is there a certain person when you get to the industry you see you want to work?
Yeah.
Work with? Who's that? And where you like to perform with?
Two spots. I wanna three. I wanna perform at the fest that J. Kobe having. I wanna perform at the fest that Travis Scott has, and definitely the fest at OVO Fest. Definitely those three right there.
Why those three?
Cause like I'm not even gonna lie, those are three artists who like, in my opinion, like their impact on the game is so like crazy, bro. And to be like performing at they fest and meeting them and politicking with them and like, you know, just like seeing like how they became as successful as they are, definitely is something like I would want to do. Like,
would you take a deal from them?
A deal from any of them?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. Like for me, like if obviously I'm on the independent side,
right?
But like shit, if everything goes right, then why not?
Right. Alright, I'll let them know your social media again and how they get in contact with you.
Definitely can follow me on IG, www.ovi for me. Ovi Jozi, Worldwide Ovi. Follow Worldwide the label on IG. I mean, it's gonna take over. Definitely got to.
Alright, shout out Best Point TV for the interview.
Definitely shout out my boy Best Point TV. That's my dogs for me. Met my boy in class. Ever since then, for me, shit just been waiting.
Alright.
Check it. Trials and tribulations, I'm just trying to live my life, hoping to make the right decisions, cause I wanna live it right. I remember nights, no sleep, feeling weaker than 7 days. Now I'm using my clever ways to make sure my songs getting played. But these niggas doubt me, they think I'm not gonna make it. But soon I'm gonna be rich and happy, and girl getting naked. I promise you I'm the best, supreme Nakshi. I'm on the rise, smoking dope and I'm getting high. Spiritually floating to the sky. I wonder, is they gon' think I'm a joke because I'm a youngster? Going for the green and they probably stunk in the bunker. I gotta make it, cause being broke is not really my comfort zone. I kill competitors.